my camera. Gunfreak Nation, what's up? Yo, it's your boy TElectrik, and I just want to tap in for a minute. You know, um, how y'all doing out there, Gunfreak Nation? I know I got some night owls. You know I'm a night owl, man. You know my sleep clock has been crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to tap in and say thank you to all of the people that left comments on what they would do basically in a shit hit the a shit hit the fan situation. What two guns would you take? And the reason why I chose my two, like I say, it's what guns that is basically for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is everybody's situation is unique. You dig what I'm saying? So in my case, people, some people's like, well, why didn't you take a handgun or your Glock? I'm not a huge fan of handguns. They're essential. You need them, but government it's a video. Go check it out. Hey, baby. I'm gonna just upgrade and get a more expensive microphone because this motherfucker be just abruptly just. You said what? Okay, cool. This motherfucker just be abruptly just shutting off. But uh, for those who haven't seen the video, go check it out. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Um, I also got another video that's gonna premiere, I think, Thursday night. Um, I'm sick of this damn mic, man. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna order the better mic, which I do have another one, but that's my like studio mic where my when you come over and you want to rap on one of the beats or something, or my woman want to sing, that's for that one. I don't, but it's time to unplug this motherfucker right here. Anyway, Gunfreak Nation, the next video that I got coming up, one of the most horrible one of the most horrible home invasions that I've ever seen. And you know me, this is the home invasion, the anti-home invasion channel. Let me kill this music so I can like talk about it. It was kind of hard for me to even do that video because what happened to them people, man, it was just so fucked up. You feel me? It was so fucked up, man. To make a long story short, we had a mom and daughter went to a convenience store, and two lifelong criminals that just recently just got paroled out of prison spotted them while they was at that convenience store shopping. They followed them, they spotted them, and they followed them back to their house. The woman, which was the mom, she was a nurse. Her husband was a doctor, or is a doctor, because he survived. Them fucking savages, they waited till late that morning and they broke in their house. Now, keep in mind, these are a wealthy family living in the suburbs, right? They had this false sense of security. You know, they lived in a big, beautiful home, rightfully so. They deserve it. They worked their asses off for their careers. They deserved it. But living in them suburbs, man, you got to remember this happened back in 2007. They ain't even locked their door. The fucking two savages, they went to the side door. It was unlocked, and they entered. The husband, it was the husband. He was married to Jennifer. He had two daughters, Haley and Michaela. Michaela was only 11 years old. These fucking savages, they ain't even had to kick in the door or bust out a window. They walked right in because they felt so safe that they kept their doors unlocked, which was stupid on their part, man. The savages went up in there. The first person that they encountered was the husband, the doctor. They took a bat that was already in the house that was leaning up against the staircase. The husband was in the sunroom. They took the bat, they beat him, like viciously beat him, and dragged him down in the basement and tied him up. Then they went after the women, which was the mom and the two daughters, man. What they did to them people, and this ordeal lasted like 7 hours. Look it up, y'all. If y'all got Google on your phone or whatever that, devices you got, I think it happened in Connecticut, Cheshire. I believe it's the city was called Cheshire. Look it up, the 2007 Cheshire home invasion murders. It happened in Cheshire. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it happened in Connecticut, man. And I remember when it happened, and it was disturbing back then in 2007. And I had been meaning to like talk about it, but I had forgot. I couldn't never find it. I could not find it for the life of me. I could not find it. And thank God somebody else on YouTube, talked about it. And I was like, yeah, that's the one where the savages went in there and they unalived that doctor's entire family, man. But the video is coming up, and I talk about it, and I try not to be too graphic, but them people, they was tortured, man. And what pisses me off the most, the 11-year-old girl was assaulted by one of the assholes, one of the fucking savages, man. This is why I say, look, you need to be armed in case some fucking savages come after you and you want to be able to defend yourself, man, you know. And God bless that family. I mean, may they rest in peace. The father, he survived, but his wife was sexually assaulted. His 11-year-old daughter was sexually assaulted, and they was basically tortured, man. And then you got people that's just so oblivious that feel like they don't need a gun to protect themselves, or they think that people that have guns are crazy or are the ones that's going to be the troublemakers. And nah, man, having a gun is a peacekeeper. You that's protecting your peace. That's protecting your peace, man. You know, if loving people and caring for people, telling them to get armed, then if that's wrong, then I don't want to be right. Because I hate to see people get victimized. Man, we talking about an 11-year-old girl that this bastard, this fucking savage assaulted, and then the other savage attacked and sexually assaulted the mom and tied them to their beds and set the house on fire, set them on fire. And the only reason why the husband survived is because he broke free from the restraints when they tied him up, and he climbed out of the basement side window or something, and he was able to get out. But can you imagine that man losing his entire family because they wasn't savage ready? Whether you believe me or not, it's evil people out there in this world that want to do harm to you. If they can get the chance to, they will unalive you and torture you in a heartbeat, man. But that particular story was so man, horrific. And that video, I'm trying to find it now. Here it is right here. You see the two idiots right there? That's the family. The video is gonna March 21st is when the video is gonna air. If you already a member of the channel, you can watch it right now. My paid members, they get the perks, they get to watch the videos early. But that's the family right there. That's the family. That's the mother right here. It's the mom. That's the husband, which was the doctor. That's the 11-year-old. That's Michaela, and that's Haley right there. And you see the two scumbags at the bottom in the prison out in their jumpsuits. Those are the fucking two savages that did that to that family. And that family didn't do anything wrong. They was just living their everyday life. They didn't know these two fucking idiots. They was just living their everyday life, man. Look out for that video. It's gonna premiere like I think it might be tonight at midnight. But it's a damn shame that you can't even live in peace, because you got evil people out here, man. The devil is real. If anybody that don't believe in the devil, I don't know what to tell you. Because we got a lot of demons out there doing the work for the devil. And for them to do that, they, when they got caught, they was like, well, the original plan was to go in there, go up in their house, break in their house and just rob them, tie them up, rob them and leave and not harm them. but they was like it was a change of plans. And it's fucked up. It really is. I want all 15 of y'all in here, man. Just you watching me, but I hope that y'all are armed, man. I really do. I hope y'all are armed, and I want you to take care of yourself because you don't deserve to be a victim. You and your loved ones, man. You know, every time when I see something vicious like that, I often I get hurt, I get pissed off because I put myself in that situation and be like, what if that was my family? What if that was my niece, my sister, you know, a loved one, you know? And it's crazy that we got people that's evil enough to treat another human being like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Danny? Oh, Danny, I know you hit me up. You know, we'll talk about it. But for that hookup that you was talking about, I don't really fuck with gun shops like that anymore. Once when I figured out, you know, and I've been knew this, I'm gonna say this to you. Palmetto State Armory. If what you looking for, what you hit me up about, Palmetto State Armory. Go to their website. That's who I fuck with. I don't really fuck with gun shops no more. You know, everything, the prices are inflated. You know, you better off dealing with, you know, what you need online. You're gonna get better deals. You feel me? You're gonna get better deals. But one day, Danny, I gotta get out there to Texas where you at. I got to get out there. And yeah, I gotta get out there to Texas and chop it up with you. You feel me? You know, it is what it is. I gotta get out there one day, or either you come up here, we gonna figure it out. We gotta meet. It's just that simple, man. You know, we Gunfreak Nation, you know. But you gotta be protected. But yeah, Palmetto State Armory, whatever that you need, they got it, and I guarantee you, you're not gonna find it in a brick and mortar gun shop, you know, at the prices that they got it, because they make their own ammo in house. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I didn't get a chance to get back to you and tell you that, but I'm glad that you on here now. I did about 3 beats like yesterday, last night, man. My schedule, like it's been all over the place, man. So I'm trying to constantly like create. Like when I get inspired, I just, you know, whatever I hear in my head, I do my best, because I'm not a professional piano player by no means, man. But I play by ear. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you watch the 2 shorts that I uploaded like a couple of hours ago, I just made them beats. You know, them 2 other one, like I think I did like 3 or 4. The 2 shorts that I did, I just made those. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, John. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm probably gonna be moving. I'm having my basement remodeled, and I think I'm gonna move everything down in the basement where I can have like a committed like content creating room. You know what I'm saying? Studio and all this stuff might end up in my basement, you know. But I just want, you know, everybody to just be safe, man, and we living in such a wild, wicked world that literally your life can be turned upside down just like that in an instant, and you just got to be ready. You got to be prepared, like that family, the Pettit family. That's that happened in Connecticut. Y'all look it up. The 2007 home invasion murders of the Pettit family. That was horrible, And I know I have my daughters. You can doubt me all you want, because some people be like, "Oh, that could never happen." Who gonna just go into a random house and just, run up in there and just honor? You would be surprised. We got crazy motherfuckers that will do that shit. You got crazy people that's hopped up on drugs, and a dope fiend will do anything. But the savages that I'm talking about, they more crazier and deadlier than a dope fiend. You got people that actually get off on doing that type of shit. You got to remember, these two, this woman, the mom and the daughter, the 11-year-old daughter, was at a fucking convenience store. And those bastards caught they caught the attention of those bastards, and they followed them people home. And later that night, early in that morning, they broke in. They ransacked the house. When they wasn't happy with the money that they did find, they took the mom to the bank. One of them took the mother to the bank, while the other one held the rest of the family hostage. So while the mom, Jennifer, was in the bank, she told the bank teller, "Hey, it's two guys got my family held hostage back at my house. So far they've been nice to us, but they holding us at gunpoint." So when she left with the savage, I guess he stayed outside or whatever. I don't know if he entered the bank. I don't know all of the details. But the bank teller called the police, gave the police the address. Guess what the police did? Instead of the police bomb rushing that house and kicking down the door, them motherfuckers set up a perimeter, and they didn't want their presence to be known. They was just monitoring the house. They put a perimeter on it. Make this shit make sense. How the fuck the Connecticut police, the Cheshire police, whatever the fuck city they were in, they dropped the fucking ball. Just like them fucking idiots in Uvalde, Texas, was out there in that hall with ballistic shields, AR-15s, body armor, and they still was too afraid to enter that room to save them kids' lives. That right there should tell you, don't depend on no police to come to your rescue. So getting back to this true life story, the police went there, but they wanted to be undercover. They didn't want their presence known, and they surrounded the house without being seen. In the meantime, they in there raping the mom and the 11-year-old girl while the police is out there. Make that shit make sense. So when they came back from the bank, the police, they went there. Yeah, we awesome, not ours. They went there to the house, surrounded it, set up a perimeter. They was low key with it. Didn't want them I just don't get their logic why they did that shit. Because if they would have bomb rushed that house, and I don't want to hear, oh, well, they need to get a what's that? They need to have a judge sign off on being able to enter the house. Nah, fuck all that. That was the emergency. This woman went to a bank and told y'all that her family was being held hostage. So y'all gonna just set up a perimeter and just be low key, not wanting your presence to be known? Make that shit make sense. So when they got back to the house, one of the fucking savages took that 11-year-old girl and violated her, sexually assaulted her. The other one took the mom and attacked her, sexually assaulted her, and then strangled her to death right there in the living room. The husband in the basement, tied up, can hear his wife being raped, can hear his wife struggling to breathe when this bastard is strangling her. The other two girls, I don't know how old the older girl was, but she was a teenager. And then you had the 11-year-old child. They took them to their bedrooms, tied them to the bed. And I ain't even want to be graphic, but y'all need to hear this to let y'all know what type of fucking savages that we are dealing with in this world. This motherfucker had the nerve to attack that little girl, and not only attack her, but he videotaped the shit and took photographs of her with his pedophile ass. Then, when they found out that the husband had got out and escaped, they doused the house. They doused them while they were still tied up on their beds. Doused them with gasoline. Doused the house with gasoline, and set the motherfucker on fire, man. Look the shit up, man. Look it up. The 2007 Cheshire home invasion murders. Look it up and you will see what I'm talking about. That innocent family. This is why I'm begging y'all, look. Get armed. Because they didn't see it coming, and just like they didn't see it coming, they might, savages might try to get the drop on us one day. Number one, I'm gonna say something. I try to learn from other people's mistakes, man. Them having a door unlocked where they just walk right in, that was a mistake that cost them their life. Them not having proper security, but number one, them not having a gun. But that family was so, and I ain't even trying to criticize them, but they were so oblivious to crime that I don't even know that even if they would have had a gun, would it have made a difference, because they was just so lax. If you got a gun, you got to know where it's at and how to get to it. In a shit hit the fan situation, you should have your woman know how to use that gun and know how to, utilize it in the shit hit the fan situation. And all they had was a bat, and the savages took the fucking bat and used it against them. And it's so sickening, man. It's outright disgusting. The things that people are capable of doing, And that's why I fuck with the Gun Freak Nation, man. And I fuck with the ones that know what time it is, the ones that know that you better not fuck with me or I will send you to Funky Town. I will send you to Funky Town. You did. Y'all, we living in a wicked, evil world. Like I told y'all before, it's a spiritual warfare that is being, fought right now. And I'm gonna just be blunt with you. You gotta get armed. Ain't no Bible gonna save you. Ain't all the praying in the world. You can get down on your knees and be praying to God himself. But it ain't gonna save you. All that demon gonna do is just laugh at you. The only fear that you can pump into them demons is when you fight back with a fucking gun. You want a motherfucker to be like, oh shit, let me turn around and get the fuck on. A bat ain't gonna have that effect. A taser, a knife, a tear gas, whatever mace, whatever. It ain't gonna have that effect if they got a gun. They gonna always out-trump you. You're gonna be outgunned. You're gonna be at the disadvantage. If you got anything less than a gun, then you, hey man, you already done lost the war. You done lost that battle. We in a fucking war. You gotta realize that we are at war. A spiritual warfare against these fucking demonic ass savages. And I ain't even talking about all of the shit that, you know, the terrorists and all that shit that's gonna cross the border the last 4 years. Let that war break out with Iran and see what happens right here in this country, in our homeland. You cannot tell me last 4 years of that fucking border up under the previous administration being wide the fuck open that didn't no terrorist cells come across that motherfucker. And they waiting on their fucking orders. If we attack Iran, if it really be a fucking war, that shit gonna go down. And you need to be ready for it. You need to be prepared for it. Do you think Israel, they don't defeated Hamas, they don't defeated Hezbollah, right? The only country that's standing in the way now that's left is Iran. They defeated their proxy groups. Hezbollah, Hamas, they were proxy groups, puppets of Iran. So do y'all honestly think that they're going to allow them to get to the point to where they can make a nuclear bomb? That Iran can go nuclear? And you know Iran is doing it because they know they're the only ones that's standing. So you know what? The only deterrent that they can do to stop them from starting a war with them, from being attacked, is have a nuclear bomb. I'm telling you, within the next year or two, mark my words, it's going to be some shit that's going to go down. There's going to be another war over there. And because that war is happening over there, it's going to be a fucking war that's going to break out over here, right here in the homeland. Because ain't no telling how many terrorist cells are throughout this country. I got resources. I mean, I got sources, y'all, that's in the military that got contingency plans. So that's what the video, my last video was about. Like, what the fuck are we going to do if it be a October 7th style terrorist attack? And all that means it's just a mass casualty. They trying to unalive everything they see alive. They trying to unalive it. The more body counts, the more successful their operation is. And we need to be ready. It's just simple. I know Danny, I know you ready. I ain't trying to put your business out there like that, but I know that you ready. And that's why I gotta get to Texas real soon. For real. ZZ, I got my girl into firearms not long ago. Now she like it. That's what's up, man. You a good brother. You hear me? Because what if it be a situation where you be incapacitated? And, you know, that's what I don't get. It's so many levels to, like, and responsibilities to, you know, having a firearm. You know, I feel like you got to let your family, they got to be proficient in it too, because they might take you out of the fight. So if they take you out of the fight, the rest of your family gonna be victims because they don't know how to shoot a gun. They don't know. It's crazy. You want them. If I get took out, I want my significant other or my family, you know, whatever, to be able to take them out. You know, so it's common sense. Okay, Danny X, all the money they receive, I'm sure they have the capabilities. Oh, yeah. You know, the Biden administration, man, they gave them, like, all the shit that they did, somebody need to be put in jail. They talk about lock Trump up back then. No, their asses need to be locked up. They need to be, you know, that was just, they showed everybody love but Americans. They showed everybody love but Americans. Now they you got the sellouts that they put money in their pockets, but the ordinary Americans, law-abiding citizens, especially if you 2A and you own, man, they hated us, man. They showed everybody else love but us. And I'm so glad that they are out of here. But yeah, like if I ever was to leave Michigan, I want to go to Texas, man. I got a brother that lives in Texas. I forget what little town he in, but I might have to pay him a visit. I work nights, so I told her she should start taking it seriously. And she said she's going to start, sleeping with it next to her. Oh, man. Hey, yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's, you know what? A woman alone at nighttime, man, that's a savage's red dream. So I'm so happy that you got her acquainted and familiarized with the Funky Town Centers. Because if they try to break in on her, she ain't gonna be like panicking and dialing 111. She gonna pick up that Funky Town Center and send they stinking asses to hell, to Funky Town. You know, some of us members, man. That's why I got mad love, mad respect for y'all, because y'all don't take this shit as a joke, man. I'm telling you, so many people, like every day, you got people being unalive, especially here in Detroit. All this shit don't make the news. They found 2 people unalive in a basement a couple of days ago, right here. And they were elderly. They were in their 60s. No, you tell me who would want to go in a house and unalive. What up, though, Baltimore? Who would want to, what up, nephew? Who would want to go in there and do harm to a couple? Well, I don't know if they were a couple. I think they was just friends, but the woman and the man was in their 60s. And they took them people in the basement and shot them, unalived them. Ain't caught the killers yet. Matter of fact, let me see, can I find it? Because people be thinking I be making this shit up, and, if you really think I'm that type of person that would make some shit up like that, then you a confused fan. Because number one, you shouldn't even watching my motherfucking channel.
It's a double murder mystery that has a Detroit community on edge. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Duffy.
And I'm Whitney Burney. Last week, the bodies of a man and woman were found shot to death in a basement of a home on Detroit's west side. Detroit police have identified the victims, but are investigating how they were killed and looking for a suspect.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsenitis spoke to neighbors and loved ones of the victim to paint us a picture of what may have happened. Ruta?
Detroit police have released the names and photos of the 2 people that were murdered inside this Detroit home just last week. This mystery has the surrounding community on edge and loved ones asking what happened here.
I'm hurting. They took something very special from us.
It has been a painful few days for Sabrina Young. She lost her best friend of 40 years, 60-year-old Dwayne Pinkston, last Tuesday evening after police found his body and the body of 68-year-old Barbara Jackson in the basement of this home. But there are still more questions than answers.
Right now, we have no motive. We have
those people, they made it to their 60s, man. And who knows how much longer they could have lived, But they had their lives cut short because of a fucking savage decided to end their life, man. You don't never want to give anybody that type of power to be the decider of whether you live or whether you die. I can't express the importance of owning a firearm and knowing how to use it and having the, if you have to use it, then you have to use it. Don't be scared to defend your life, because you got to look at it like this. It's either gonna be them or you, and you don't want it to be you. You don't want to have your life. You got people that love you. You got people that depend on you, and you want to live. Why just let somebody? Your life is precious, man. You only get one life. You can believe what you want to believe. Oh, I'm gonna go to heaven. Oh, I'm gonna come back one day. Nah. Ain't no coming back. I ain't met a motherfucker. I ain't met a person that done passed and they don't came back. I had plenty of family members that died of illnesses, and I know they loved me and I love them, but they ain't came back. Guess what? They ain't coming back. And I'm not gonna come back either. I don't know what happens when you don't exist no more. I'm just being honest. And that's no knock on your religious beliefs or whatever. You believe in what you want to believe in. Have your conviction, whatever that you want. But I'm stating facts. Ain't no coming back. You only get one shot at this. Don't let your life end at the because of a savage took a shot at you with his gun and you didn't have one, or you just wasn't ready. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. They can call me paranoid or crazy or whatever, man. Whatever. They can call me whatever. Man, you might not even get your gun back. You feel me? They make it hard for you. Number one, that motherfucker gonna be in the evidence locker until your trial is adjudicated, until it's over with, whatever the investigation. And if it go to trial, you ain't gonna get. I don't think you get it back. I think they keep it. I told y'all I had a gun stolen out of my car, like 8 years ago. Longer than that, about 8 or 9 years ago. And they got it. They recovered the gun, but they was like, you gotta hire an attorney, a lawyer, to represent you to get your gun back. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have to, like, I'm the fucking criminal? Why do I have to hire a representative, a lawyer that's trying to charge me $250 an hour for a $400 gun? I'm like, keep the motherfucker, man. They do that shit on purpose because they don't want to see us armed. I should not have to hire a lawyer to tell them that I want my gun back that was stolen from me. I got the paperwork on it and everything proving that I am the original owner to buy it. I bought the motherfucker brand new. I still got the sales records and all that shit. But if they giving it to me, no. So you just never know. You probably won't get it back, or you may have to get a lawyer to get that gun back for you. But you should not have to explain to a judge why you want your shit back. Make it make sense. But when you living in a society where they shun people like us and they look down and they judge us, and we the crazy ones, and what you need a gun for, and one day you gonna snap and do this and do that and all that. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers that guns should not be in their hands. But where they go wrong at is they want to paint us all that way. Go after the fucking criminals, the savages. But instead of that, they want to fuck with us. And we ain't doing shit but trying to live our lives. We ain't out there committing no crimes. But you notice that shit. That's why I say these gun laws are really pro-savage laws. You got the criminals that should be behind bars. They get out. It's a revolving fucking door. They get out and commit the same fucking crime again, get locked up, then they let them back out again, and then they go out there and they unalive somebody, and that's when they want to lock them up for good. when they should have been locked up in the first place, especially if they don't already did some reckless, crazy, violent shit, you know? So we dealing with forces that is aligned against us. Hell, I say them damn politicians, especially the liberal ones, they just as bad as the savages, man. Them motherfuckers, they want to disarm us so we can be victims. Y'all just need to yeah, that's crazy. Yep. It's crazy. But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. I definitely got to get to Texas real soon. There's a lot of people I need to see, including my brother that's down there in Texas. You know, my other brother, Saint the Realist, he in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So, and then one more thing I want to touch on. Me and Saint, we gonna do some more lives in the future. Hopefully, it's just that he making some transitions down there, and he just real super busy, man. So, you know, I totally get it. I understand, you know. Wow. You say at least 3 years in Texas. You may not get it back. They will return it to a lawyer. They keep them. Then the lawyer will ask to keep it. Oh yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. What up though, nephew? Lego man, what's good with it? Why y'all up so early? Yeah, I know y'all probably asked me the same damn thing, huh? What I want to know is, are y'all savage ready against savages like the one that attacked that family back in 2007? Look out for the video that's going to premiere. Let me go back. I think it's going to premiere on the 27th. Nope, the 21st. It's scheduled for midnight, March 21st. That's it right there. And if you are a paid member, it's only like $3. You know what I'm saying? It's only $3. If you a paid member, you can watch the video right now. But much love to you, Gun Freak Nation. I have to do this, go live more. Let's hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst, because we got a whole lot of uncertain days, you know, that's ahead of us, man. You know, summer's coming up real, you know, soon. And, you know, the hotter it get out there, the crazier the savages get. You feel me? So you just got to be ready. I appreciate that, Baltimore. Hey, man, I got to get you, nephew, I got to get you on one of my lives, man. We're going to work on doing a live. I think you told me you want to join the live. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to get you on one of my lives, man, so I can, you know, not necessarily interview you, but, you know, just speak your mind, man. Speak your mind, bro. You know, and Danny, if you comfortable, I want you on one of my lives. We're going to have to, you know, we got each other's information. I already know you ain't going to do it, though. You ain't going to go live with me. I wish you would. The ratings would go through the roof. I wish you would. We gonna talk on this. We gonna talk on this, all right? But remember what I told you. What you looking for, and you want it at a discounted price, Palmetto State Armory. They got you. Oh yeah. That's what I love to see. Y'all out there being savage ready. That's what I love to see, man. You know, don't take no shit off of nobody. And when I say that, I'm not trying to say go out there and and go for bad and all that stupid bullshit like that, because that'll get you fucking killed, man. You know, if you got an attitude or a bad temper or anger issues and shit, put that shit in check, man, because you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation where you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation where you're gonna be later regretting it. You feel me? And you don't want to be in a situation because you don't let a split second, you don't made a bad choice. If a motherfucker try you, be the bigger man, bigger woman, walk the fuck away, and walk away with your freedom. Walk back into the lives of the people that love you, your loved ones. It just ain't worth it, man. There's a lot of people in the grave right now. A lot of people sitting in prison right now behind bars because they reacted off of their emotions instead of their intelligence, man. And it's easier said than done because some people out there will piss you the fuck off and have you fucking mad. I ain't no angel myself. I've did stupid shit. I've been in road rage incidents before where, you know, I'm pulling my fucking gun. And I say, you know what? I'll never ever do anything that fucking stupid again. That was years ago, but still, I would never do anything that's stupid because number one, you pull your fucking gun, that'll open up the other person to pull their gun and unalive you. And guess what? They're not gonna go to jail because it's self-defense. It's self-defense. So if you pull your gun, you better fucking mean that shit. You better, your life, literally, you better be in fear of your fucking life, where you have no other recourse but to put that fucking savage down. Because if you one of them hotheads, like I used to be back in the day, well, oh man, let me pull my shit. I'm gonna show you, motherfucker. I'm not the one to be played with. Nah, you can't do that shit no more. You can't do nothing like that. That's crazy. What you realizing is you don't know whether the person that you having words with armed or not. So as soon as you pull your gun, as soon as you pull your gun, you don't escalate it to the ultimate. It can't, right? That's the ultimate height of escalation. And if you don't use it, the other person got every right. At least here in Michigan. Michigan is a stand your ground law. We got stand your ground here in Michigan, and we got the castle doctrine. They can pull that gun and unalive you and face no charges. They might spend a few hours in jail until the investigation is over. But if once when the proof come out, or if it's caught on camera or something that you pulled your gun first, self-defense. They're not gonna even press charges. It's just that simple. And trust me, I know. So just be careful. With so much responsibility going to, you know, gun ownership, you got to damn near walk on eggshells, man. And they looking for reasons to take away your rights, which it should be a God-given right. In the Bible, it says, sell your cloak and buy a sword. You know, it's your God-given right. You know, just protect yourself, man. Don't be no victim. If somebody pose a threat to you and you in fear of your life, then you got to do what you got to do to put that threat down. We don't advocate violence, but, you know, violence, you know, come looking for us. You don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you, and you need to be prepared when it comes for you. You need to be fully prepared. Nobody is promised tomorrow. You can go out to the gas station right now, pumping your gas, and a savage just come out from nowhere, and boom, you gone just like that. Never made it back to your house. That's your life. You could be at the grocery store. You might have a crazy motherfucker with an AR come up in there, mad at the world for whatever reason. Boom, you gone. Don't believe me? Look at all of the people that have lost their life that way. A lot of people got up, got out of bed, showered, put their clothes on, left their crib, never made it back. Hell, it's so bad, people are getting unalived in their own fucking houses by these funky ass savages. I'm trying to paint the picture of what it is. We living in a wicked world. Everybody, people, and I get it. T, just give up. Just stop worrying about the people that don't want to listen. And you got a point, but I got it hard, man. And every time when I get an email or text message, or mainly an email, because I don't give everybody my personal number like that. But I do get emails, and money cannot buy. That's the greatest joy in my world, when somebody texts me or email me, and they tell me, because of you, watching your content, I decided to go out and firearm, and it's because of you, because I don't want to be a future victim. I want to be savage ready. I don't want to be in a situation where I got intruders break into my house, and I'm powerless, hopeless. I'm running to my phone trying to dial 911 and hoping and praying that the police get there in time. In the meantime, they doing whatever they want to my wife or my girlfriend, or they harming my children. Never. That's one of the most horrible. Just close your eyes for a minute and imagine yourself not having a firearm, and then somebody bomb rushing, breaking up in your house, and they got guns, they got AKs, they got cars, they got the Glocks with the extendos and it. Can you just close your eyes and imagine the horror and just how just how terrifying that would be, and you can't fight back, and they pretty much can do whatever they want to do to you. Can you just imagine the ordeal of going through something like that? And if you make it through it, if you survive the incident, your life still ain't gonna never be the same. And that's regardless whether you had to send them to Funky Town or not, because we ain't trying to unalive nobody, but we trying to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have broke in my house. Then you got to deal with their family members, and don't let them find out where you live, because they might have a target on your back. So it's a whole lot of shit that come with this, man. Surviving is that's the easy part. The after effect. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the motherfucker shouldn't have stepped foot in your house armed. You did what you were supposed to do. Put that bastard down. I don't judge nobody, man. I actually salute you. If you stood up to a funky ass savage that had a gun in their hand and they threatening your life, you did what you had to do. Whether you were female or whether you were male, it don't matter. You're a righteous person. You had to do what you had to do, and you here to live another day. But I'm gonna leave it at that, Gunfreak Nation, man. All 28 of y'all that came through, I appreciate every single one of you. I thank you. And Danny, gotta get to Texas. We gonna figure something out. But you know what? Much love to you. I appreciate y'all. Listen, stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And be ready to send that no good ass savage. Yeah, you're right about that. A weapon is not mean to be seen. It's meant to be felt. I like that. That's the smart way to move, because there's different levels to this shit. You feel me? And you don't let a motherfucker know that you armed. going to say this about suppressors. And I felt this way. And I still kind of feel this way. I don't knock nobody that got a suppressor. You know, do you. Do whatever that makes you happy. Me personally, I just thought it was like somebody just for a cool factor. I just thought it was impractical and impractical. I love it when they always come to me and be like, well, T, you need a suppressor so you don't blow your damn eardrums out when you sending a funky ass savage to funky time. Well, guess what? 9 out of 10, if you're going to get into a firefight, it's a firefight. If you're going to get into a shootout, it's a shootout. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, the savages is not going to have suppressors on their gun. Now, it's a remote possibility that they done broken somebody else's house and took their gun with the suppressor and they using their gun with the suppressor. You know what I'm saying? Look at the, you know, it can happen. But what's the chances of it happening all the time where a savage breaking in, they got suppressors on their gun? So regardless, the way I see it, you're going to get your fucking eardrums blown the fuck out regardless if you're having a shootout in your house. You're going to have your, I'm going to give you the pros. This is just strictly my opinion. I know plenty of people that got suppressors and they love them. It's a cool factor. I get it. It makes your gun look cool. Why the fuck do you still got to put on ear pros when you use the motherfucker? If it ain't making that gun that suppressed, that quiet, you to the point to where you still got to put on ear pros, make it make sense. Number 2, I had somebody tell me that they dirty up your fucking gun. When you shoot with a suppressor on, it's going to gunk it up full of that funk, that gas, all that shit. It's going to funk your gun up and dirty that motherfucker up, all right? Number 3, they said when they put that motherfucker on there, their gun wasn't as accurate, all right? Number 4, you go down there, you hear a bump in the night. You get your gun, your 300 blackout, your handgun, you got the suppressor on there. Savage ain't got one on his. So, you still gonna, your eardrum still gonna be fucked up, but that's the least of your worries. You trying to survive this motherfucking gunfight, right? So, number 1 reason why I ain't bought one, the suppressors I seen be like $800, $900, $1,000. Before I spend that motherfucking type of money on a suppressor, I be done bought another motherfucking gun for that kind of money. You did. I be done bought a gun. I get me a Glock. I can get me a AR pistol or something for the type of money for a suppressor. But like I said, I ain't knocking nobody for what they like. You like what you like. I like what I like. But I'm just saying, me personally, I still can't see myself back. Somebody hit me up the other day. T, man, I got me a suppressor, man. It only took me 3 days to get approved. Then you got to go through all that tax stamp, and it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. This is what I would do. I got several pairs of this. This right here. This right here. You see this right here? This right here is called Ear Pros. And I recommend that you get the electronic ones, right? Have this motherfucker right by your gun. You know, if you hear a bump in the night, you got your gun nearby you. You make sure you have these motherfuckers hanging on the barrel, off the barrel or something nearby. All right? You take these motherfuckers right here, turn them on. I know a lot of people gonna be like, T, you ain't got time to be doing all that, motherfucker. But see, if you got your shit right with cameras and alarm systems, and I got my attack cats, my cats will fuck a motherfucker up. They'll scratch your eyeballs, all right? Your nuts too. So, look, if you got this, throw this on your motherfucking head. And what I love about the Ear Pros, let me tell y'all something about these motherfucking Ear Pros, man. What I love about these Ear Pros, they amplify the sound. But when something go bang, it'll mute it to protect your ears. But listen, you put these on, you can hear a motherfucker rat. Well, I ain't got no rats in my house. Let me come up with a better example. You can hear a motherfucking cat taking a shit. I can hear a cat farting in my basement inside the litter box. When these motherfuckers pick up sound, you hear me? They can hear shit. Footsteps, a nigga farting, pooting, somebody taking a shit on the toilet, the turds dropping in the fucking water. You can hear that shit with these motherfuckers. This is better than a suppressor. $29.99. That's better than paying $8.99 or $9.99 for something just to look motherfucking cool with. So get the fuck out of here with that damn bullshit ass suppressor bullshit. No offense to you for asking the question. Brother or nephew, if you want to get a suppressor so you can look cool and all that shit, go ahead and knock yourself out. Hope the motherfucker make your dick hard, alright? Because I don't want to buy nothing. I don't want to touch shit unless it makes my dick hard. And this makes my dick hard because, look, it's saving me money. You don't go get them motherfuckers that it's got to be electronic ear pros, the ones that amplify. This motherfucker got a mic on there that will pick up the slightest fucking noise, the decibels. It will pick it up. Like I said, I can hear a cat fart in my fucking basement. I can hear his turds drop in the litter box in my basement. That's how good these motherfuckers is. Okay? So all you gotta do is just put these motherfuckers on just like that, turn the switch on, and then have your gun, and you can hear the motherfucker. Like, come on, man. Don't nobody know the layout of your crib or your house like you do, right? So you can hear a motherfucker footsteps, or, the motherfucker might hear you coming and go to running. You can hear all that shit. The nigga running, the savage running out there. So I'm not, come on, man. If y'all, sell me on a suppressor, I'll go get me one today. But so far, I ain't met a motherfucker yet. And niggas been trying to get me to buy suppressors for years now, like 4, 5, 6 years. Like I say, before I buy one, I buy me another motherfucking gun. Or buy me some ammo. I just think that they pointless. I think they impractical. You know what I'm saying? But don't get mad at me. It's just my personal opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to offend nobody. If you like what you like and make your dick hard, then hey, it is what it is. But me, it ain't. It's currently, it's not for me. All right, it just ain't. You dig? Any more questions? Right, Baltimore James. Right. Somebody asked the question. Schizo, man, fuck me. I ain't shit if I fuck your name up, Schizo. Can I own firearms legally as a 27 year in Maryland State? You should be able to. We got Gunfreaknation members in Maryland, and they some funky motherfuckers. You know, the officials in Maryland, they funky. I think you can only have like 10. They like California, where you only can have 10 rounds. I knew somebody. That's Gunfreaknation, and they lived in Maryland, and they ordered the rock from Palmetto State Army, and they got mad because Palmetto State Army only saying is why I had to explain to her that you living in a state that bans high capacity magazines. So you lucky you got the motherfucking gun, period. So when she ordered the gun because of me, because I had the rock, you dig what I'm saying? When she ordered it, they just sent the gun. They didn't send the mags. I said, you got to go find a 10 round mag for the Rock 5.7, so, we don't talk no more though. And the reason why we don't talk no more is because she got mad at me because I was rooting for Trump to win, and she was rooting for Kamala. And I said, why, if you Gunfreaknation and you texting me all these pictures of all your lovely guns, your ARs and all that and shit, why would you want to vote for the woman that don't want you to have that and want to put in, new assault weapon bans and all that? Make it make sense. And we ain't talked since. I still got love for her and all that and stuff. The thing of it is, I don't understand why somebody would want to vote for somebody that want to disarm you. I don't get that. But then, she was a lesbian or whatever. So, one thing about them Democrats, man, they promote all that shit. Obama did that. They promote all that lesbian and, the gay stuff. And I don't hate nobody or whatever. But if that's what I tell people, vote for what's in your best interest. So if she put her lesbianism, her studism over her gunism, then if that would benefit her, then hey man, knock yourself out. You feel me? But I can't do it. I ain't voting for no motherfucker that want to disarm me and not see me with certain guns, because if them savages got an AK, if they got a Draco, if they got an AR-15, then guess what? Uncle T gotta have one to defend himself. I'd be damned if I had my little pop cap gun and these motherfuckers coming up in my house. No, wouldn't want yet. And they got that fucking 12 gauge. They got the fucking Draco. Hell no. What my little cap gun gonna do? Nothing. I mean, anything better than nothing, but still though, man, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm outgunned. That's a disadvantage. You don't never want to be in a situation where you put at a disadvantage. Same thing with shotguns. I'm not anti-shotgun. I own a KSG, but I make sure that the shotguns that I own, they are high capacity. People, I don't give a fuck. You get on the, and say this and say that, but the minute what that motherfucker holds, 7 shells. All right, okay, it holds 7 shells, but you got 15 savages that got ARs, AKs. You think you're going to be able to say, time out, let me reload this motherfucker? Hell no. You want to have the same fighting ability and fighting chances as, they got. An AR-15 with a 30-round mag, an AR-15 with a 40-round mag, an AR-15 with a 60-round mag. Man, that's a lot of fucking firepower. You know what I'm saying? It gives you look, it's just simple. Do you think that if you got multiple assailants breaking in your house, they got AR-15s, Dracos, all you got is a shotgun that hold maybe 7 to 8 shells? What you think the outcome gonna be? Especially if the motherfuckers that's broke up in your house, they hell bent on duking it out, having a gunfight with you. Sooner or later, man, you gonna run out of ammo, right? And you eventually, if you got an AR, let's keep it all the way funky. AR, you gonna run out of ammo too, but at least you got 30 rounds. And at least if you can pop that motherfucker, eject that mag, and stick another one up in there. You got another 30 rounds. You understand? Versus a shotgun. Oh shit, I'm on my 7th. This is my last shot. I hope I don't miss. Oh shit, there go that motherfucker. Boom! Shit empty. Then you gotta grab a shell and grab another shell and grab another, pump that in, grab another shell. By the time they be done shot your ass to pieces, man. Come on, man. But I get it. If that's all you got, then that's all you got. We don't knock nobody for what they, what weapon platform they use. That ain't me. That's not me, but I'm just saying. You got to have, if the savages got it, then my philosophy is, if they got it, then I gotta have it. If the government don't want you to have something and they trying to ban it, then that's when you need to get it. Because you don't never want to be put at a disadvantage. You feel me? You never want to be put at a disadvantage. It's just that simple. Let's say if I was admitted to the let's say if I was admitted to the hospital involved, I can't read half of that. Can I go to the court to get my gun? I don't see no problem. I mean, I'm not no lawyer or nothing like that. I mean, you got to contact. It all depends on your local and state laws. Now, if you a crazy motherfucker, and I know plenty of crazy motherfuckers, crazy niggas that don't need to have guns. I know somebody that's family that's locked up right now because he put one on my motherfucking ass, and then when I told him not to come back round no more, he put one and shot at somebody else, and now his ass is in jail. You know what I'm saying? So if you a crazy motherfucker, I'm not against people doing mental background checks. Fuck the criminal background. If something wrong with you and you a crazy motherfucker, they need to, that I'm not opposed to doing a mental fortitude or whatever the motherfucker is called. I think everybody need to have some type of mental background check too. Because there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers that should not have guns. I ain't one of them motherfuckers that's so high up in the mountains, that's sitting so high up that I'd be like, no, it's all right. Everybody need to have a motherfucker. No, everybody don't need to have one. If you're a crazy motherfucker, if you're a depressed motherfucker and don't want to live, you don't need no fucking gun. If you one of them hothead motherfuckers that got a temper and somebody step on your foot or you get into a road rage and then you pulling your shit, nigga, you don't need to have a fucking gun because you're going to go out there and unalive somebody or you going to get unalive something bad. It ain't going to be no good that come from that. But how can you figure out? I don't know how. I'm just saying. It's some crazy motherfuckers that don't need to have guns in their hand. Y'all probably think I'm one of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shit. But anyway, get your ear probes, man. Get y'all some ear probes. Keep them next to your thing. And then another thing, make it hard for a motherfucker to come up in your house, man. Don't make it easy for it. Reinforce them fucking doors, man. Reinforce them fucking windows. Get you a security system. Get the Ring. Get the Ring doorbell. That motherfucker does it all. That motherfucker got night vision. It's got motion detection. Where if you can set up a perimeter like an invisible fence, and anybody that breached that motherfucker, the alarm gonna go off. You got night vision. You can see in the dark. You can if you're not at home, you can see the person on your phone, and you can even talk to them via the intercom. And it archives the video footage. You got to pay for that part though. But you can't go wrong with the Ring, man. You just got to make it, Then, some people get dogs and stuff. Dogs come in handy because they're going to get the barking and shit, I mean, all I'm trying to say is don't make it hard for the criminal, for the savage, when they try to get you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, you don't want to be no victim, man. And that. Yeah, be careful what you say, man. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you say. Everybody. I mean, it's different types of crazy, man. If you one of them type of crazies where you hearing voices in your head to tell you to go out and fuck up people, you don't need no motherfucking gun. That's just like Jeffrey Dahmer. What's the other one? Ted Bundy. Somebody, Charles Manson, them ass saying, I need, before they got caught, I need to get my gun and all that and shit. Nah, man. Everybody don't. Guns don't belong in everybody's hand. Is what I'm trying to say. But the crazy thing that's fucked up about the world that we are living in is too many in the wrong hands, in the hands of these savages, and they are using it as the devil's tool. We are using it in a righteous manner where we just trying to protect our peace. We don't want nobody violating our peace. We don't want nobody coming up and violating our sanctity. We don't want nobody coming up and violating your woman's vagina, your asshole, because these motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. Anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody asked me a question earlier, how I feel about R. Kelly and how I feel about Diddy. I feel like, I'm going to give you my personal opinion. I know I'm about to offend some folks, but I'm going to just keep it all the way funky with you. Okay? R. Kelly was wrong, fucking wrong with underage girls. But what I want to know is, where was them underage girls' parents? Where were they parents? Why was, if it's a RICO charge that got the nigga on, RICO charge usually mean that it's a whole, like, what's the word, man? That mean you working with other people that's helping you. Why they ain't locked up? Okay? Also, it's illegal to fuck with young girls and shit, man, and I don't have it in me, and never had it in me to mess with a young girl, especially when I was younger. I didn't, but I would say this. When I was like 13, 14 years old, man, I was crushing on my teachers like heavy. Like, it was one teacher, math teacher, man. I forget her name, but I was like 13 years old. I had just discovered masturbation back then. Yes, I masturbated. Hell, I might tend to do it from time to time. From now it's a delicacy. It's healthy. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's take it back to the 13-year-old T. So this particular teacher, she knew what the fuck she was doing, man. She would come to the, in the classroom, and she'd have on a short skirt. She would have on a see-through blouse, and she would wear this pink bra. And it'd be like a see-through. I'm like, why would you do that in a classroom full of teenage boys? You come in there with a big juicy ass short skirt, and you got this sheer see-through blouse, and y'all can see your pink bra. And I'm a breast man. I'm a titty man. I love titties. Fuck a feet, fuck a booty, fuck a thigh. I love titties. Don't whether big, small. That's just my personal preference. So she will come. And I remember one day walking home from school, and I was thinking about her, because I used to love when she always used to wear that sheer blouse, man. I'd be like, oh, man, I sure do hope Mrs. Blam, whatever her name was, wear that damn see-through blouse, because she wore it multiple times. She wore it on this particular hot summer day. And I remember, like, just rushing back home. I think I ran home that day. I ain't even eat no food or nothing. I went straight up to my room, laid down in my bed, and was just thinking about her. Touching myself, and, all of a sudden I said, this shit feeling real good, man. I'm stroking. And, yeah. Next thing you know, the shit felt like a elevator. You know what I'm saying? The feeling, the sensation, it just got just intense, and the more intense, and then all of a sudden I said, oh shit! And my shit started burning. I ran downstairs. I said, what the fuck? I done did to myself. Ran downstairs to the bathroom, and I'm looking. And I'm thinking I had to pee, and I'm like, nah, man, that ain't no pee. That's something else. This is thick. And that was the first time I ever, ejaculated like that from an orgasm, right? And it scared me. It scared the fuck out of me. I'm 13 years old. It scared me. I said, I'll never do this shit again. It just scared me. Man, within 15 minutes later, I was doing the shit again. That's how good the shit felt. So what I'm saying is, I knew when I was 13 that she was grown, but I knew what the fuck I was doing. I was like, Anna, and I knew exactly. So don't get it twisted. Them young girls that R. Kelly was with, they knew exactly what the fuck they was doing. It was still wrong. I'm not condoning this shit, but don't think that they did not know, because I knew. I was once a teenager, and I knew exactly what the fuck. You think I would have turned that teacher down if that teacher was like, come here, T, I'm going to keep you after the class. I'm gonna give you a special assignment. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh shit, I'm all for it. I guess I was just a freaky motherfucker back then, just like I'm still a freaky motherfucker right now. All right? So I was just a freaky motherfucker, man. That was a fantasy of mine to fuck my teacher. Shit. So they knew what they was doing. Now on the Diddy side of things, you got to take in consideration, man. Listen, they trying to get Diddy on sex traffic charges and sex trafficking, man. Let me tell you something, man. Sometimes you can go too far. Because when you are rich and famous, that's the shit that come with the territory. A lot of these women, they sign up for this shit because they getting the perks, man. Now, if you a freaky ass nigga like that and you want to see another nigga fuck your woman, you want to see another nigga put his dick in your bitch, and she cool with it, and she ain't saying nothing about it, what's the wrongdoing if it's between adults at the end of the day? That's what niggas did. When you rich and famous, you gonna have all kind of groupies, all kind of freaky motherfuckers. If that's the case, man, if Rick James was still alive right now, they'd be trying to lock him up. Come on, man. Rick James, a super freak. They trying to make it where a nigga can't even be freaking no more, man. No, as far as this sex trafficking, listen. When you rich and you famous, you gonna have women all over the world, fuck the United States, all over the world in your DMs, direct message you. And if you like her ass, guess what? Guess what they do, y'all? And I ain't gonna lie, if I was rich, famous, and single, I'd be doing that shit too. But hear me out. All right, say you get to kicking it with a woman. You like her. She don't hit your DM up. She looking good like a motherfucker, and y'all vibing through the DMs. So say you decide you want to fly her out. See, that's what rich motherfuckers can do. When you got money like that, you can fly a woman out to you. So guess what? You fly out. Guess what? You're going to pay for the flights. And you're going to give her some money. You're going to buy her some gifts. She ain't going to leave after y'all do what y'all do. She ain't going to leave empty-handed. You're going to throw her some money. Hey, baby, go buy you a burlap bag or a Gucci bag. Or, you're going to do something nice for her. Well, nowadays, by you doing that shit, sex trafficking. Oh, he flying them across the state. She don't cross state lines to get to him. He don't spend money, gave her money. You see what they doing? They are, and the reason why I say it's a bad precedent, because that means if they get Diddy, that means they can get the rest of us too. Because I had a woman a few years ago come all the way from New Jersey to come get this dick. She drove. She didn't fly. She drove all the way from New Jersey to come get, yes. No, they gonna get me on sex trafficking. So when is enough is enough? Is it against the law to be a freak? to be freaky? That's what I want to know. Is it against the law? When is it where these motherfucking liberals or whatever else want to stand on their high horse and say you and your woman can't get down and get freaky? Whatever that goes on in y'all bedroom is between you and her. You know, and if Diddy had a gun to their head and said, any one of you motherfuckers, you put this goddamn baby oil on your ass and oil your ass down, or I'm gonna let you have a bullet in your ass. One or the other. No, if it's forced, then that's a whole nother story. But I'm saying, why ain't they going after, Hugh Hefner, rest in peace, man. I love you, Hugh Hefner. I jacked off so many motherfucking times to your Playboy channel and your magazine, man. You were a hero to me, Hugh Hefner. But come on, man. The Playboy matching parties? You don't think it was drugs and sex and all that shit going on at them Playboy matches? Huh? Them Playboy matching parties? Them motherfuckers were notorious. A Diddy party ain't got shit on a Hugh Hefner Playboy matching party. I used to watch them parties on their cable channel. When I was much younger, man, I ordered me the Playboy channel, man. Playboy TV. So my thing is, man, the way it's going right now, Prince will be locked up. Oh, when you was younger, Prince, you was on stage in a bikini and high heels. Oh, we gonna lock you up. Oh, Rick James, you the super freak, huh? Oh, let me lock you up, man. Come on, man. It's something called culture. That was the culture back then in the United States. And now you got these funky ass liberals that conservatives too, probably, that just want to dictate that it's against the law to be freaky now, man. Now what he did to Cassie, man, that video that leaked where he, was beating her up in that hotel hallway, that was wrong. And if he had that poor woman terrorized like that, then yeah, Diddy, you got everything that's coming to you. But I'm talking about the people that volunteered. I'm talking about in the case of R. Kelly, them people volunteered. Now the underage, you dead ass wrong, and you deserve to do some time. But damn, don't give a guy 30 years. I know people that's unalive people that's murderers that didn't do 30 years. Y'all act like the motherfucker killed somebody. 30 years, come on, man. And then, come on, Bill Cosby, he got out. I don't know whether he did what he did, drugging, but what I'm saying is some of them women, you knew the man was married. What the fuck are you doing in a hotel room with a married man? If you gonna get somebody, get everybody that's involved. Get every fucking body. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. It shouldn't be against the law to be freaky, man. I know I got my freaky rags. Shit. Shit. But I'm not condoning fucking around with underage girls. I'm just saying, if they got R. Kelly, they should have got his entourage. They should have got the young girl's parents. Aaliyah was one of them. Her parents didn't give a fuck. When he signed the rights off to the Chocolate Factory, one of them hit albums, he gave them all the rights to it. They shut the fuck up. And then let's just be honest, man. We in the hood. This shit been going down in the hood where older nigga been fucking a younger girl since I can remember. It's in the... Come on, man. Come on. This shit ain't nothing new. This shit is nothing new. Not saying it's right, but it ain't nothing new. But anyway, Gunfreak Nation, man, what time it is? I gotta... Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck if they do got on body armor. They ain't want to. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The only gripe I have against certain shotguns is the capacity. But other than that, the shotgun is one of the most deadliest, lethal, motherfucking funky town centers ever invented. Because I'll say this: even if a funky ass savage got on body armor, he get hit with a slug or some double-wide buck, which I like to call double-wide fuck. Hey, it's over. He out the game. So I'm gonna put it to you this way: say you do got a 6 or 7 shot shotgun, and you got about 10 savages. If you hit one of them motherfuckers, and just the blast, the blast rave, the sound of that motherfucker, if they see their homeboy head get peeled off or his chest imploded, because even with body armor, you gone. Because you get hit with a shotgun, even if body armor, that's gonna cave your fucking chest in, and you're gonna die from blunt trauma. So yes, never will you ever hear T say that a shotgun is worthless or a piece of shit or it ain't effective. It's very effective. My only gripe is the capacity of it. That's why I have the KSG, and I used to have the TS12. I kind of regret I sold it, but I'll eventually in the future get me another IWI TS12. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's one of the most deadliest. What up though? A Melee, what's good with it? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh shit. You said women who let a train run them is insane. You know what up though, Too Rich? I'm gonna say this, man. You got women and you got hoes, but I don't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I didn't want a regular woman. That was boring to me. I used to love the hoes. You know, I was a hoe myself. I went through 28 women in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Mostly getting head. But the whole point of it is, I'm not judging. If that's what she want to do with her body, then prerogative. I'm not gonna call her no hoe or nothing. You know, we all got some holes in us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, um, that's her prerogative. If that, I'm not saying I would condone something, but that's her pussy. You know, the thing of it is that we living in a biased society, because if it was a man that say if it was a man that got 10 women and he won through all 10 of them at the same time, he got 10 women in his bedroom, and he fucking them all, or at least trying to fuck them all. He gonna be looked at, oh nigga, you the man, you motherfucker, you a pimp, you nigga, man, boy. But if it's a woman, she gonna be, called all kind of sluts and whores and, bitches, and you know what I'm saying? I think it's unfair. If a woman can be a hoe, then a man can be a hoe too. It's just that they not talked about or ostracized in society. You know what I'm saying? It's her pussy. Now, would I want to be with one back in the day? Yes. But do I want to be with an active hoe right now? Nah. No. But you know, shit, it can be, people gonna be who they be, and I say, while you live your life, live it for yourself. Don't give a fuck about what other people's opinions are of you. Who gives a fuck? You only got one life. Make yourself happy. You can't please everybody. And don't live up to the painting that other people paint of you. Don't live up to what they think you should be, or try to be something that you're not. If you want to have freedom with your vagina, then go ahead, knock yourself out. Do it in a safe way. Don't just shack up with anybody. That it could be a rapist or a serial killer or a pedophile. You got a lot of women that just not responsible when it comes to dating. They be so quick to bring a man that they just met around their children, around their daughter or whatever, and their daughter get molested. I've seen it and heard it all. So it's like I say, it's everything got levels to it. You have to be, you know, uh, I've had women that I've met that made me wait a whole month before we got intimate, before we got sexual. Then I've been with some the same night, and guess what? Some of them, that relationship, it evolved into a relationship that outlasted the ones that made me wait a whole month. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't never had to wait a whole month. Maybe 2 weeks, but not no whole fucking month. Nah, I'm too big of a freak to... I ain't waiting a whole motherfucking month. Nah, not me. Not T. Not Freaky T. Not Freaky Electric. You know what I'm saying? One day, man, I'm going to have a podcast tonight. It's going to be Late Night with Freaky Electric. I want to talk about the sexual, like, have you been in a sexual situation that could have got your ass killed? That's what I want to know. That's what my gun porn was about. I used to do episodes back in the day called gun porn, and it was real life true stories of situations I lived through where I could have got I could have got out alive dealing with this, yeah. So I'm going to do something. I want everybody to, if you feel comfortable, join in, leave a comment. I might put the link up and you tell, what happened to you, because a lot of dudes have reached out to me. Yo, team, I met this woman the other day at the club, man, and I feel that she set me up, man. I went there. She said, meet me at this location. And when I got to that location, 5 niggas with guns jumped out on me and shit. I said, yeah, most definitely, brother. She set you up. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You have to be careful and all that. So, we want to talk about situations like that. You feel me? But anyway, Danny, we got the link soon. And yeah. I'll see y'all soon. Gunfreak Nation, much love to you. Appreciate you. And I want y'all to have a safe, savage-free day. And look out for the video, man. The Cheshire home invasion where they unalived that man's family, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all can be any and everywhere in this world right now, but you choose to watch me, and I thank you. Okay? I appreciate you. And I thank you. I appreciate y'all. Salute. What's up, Mr. 57? Mr. 57, are you really, I've been wanting to ask you this question for forever. Are you really a fan of the 57 by 28? Because that's what you call yourself, right, Mr. 57? Is that what you're talking about, Mr. 57? Is that the round that you love? Because, that's a round that get a lot of hate. You get a lot of love, but it also get a lot of hate. A lot of people think it's ineffective. I think that anything going at that high speed, the velocity, that fast, it will fuck you up. Certain rounds will go through like, body armor. You feel me? So, are you a big fan of that, Mr. 57 by 28? Okay, Baltimore James nephew. It say, Unc, I got into a brawl with 7 niggas over some pussy. Was a hothead when I was younger. Damn, nephew. I definitely need you on there to tell that story of what happened. The pussy was that damn good? Was the pussy that good? Wow, 7 niggas? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 niggas was... She probably was fucking all 7 of them niggas, including you. Damn. Man, you want to elaborate on that, nephew? Okay, she said, yes, I love the 57 by 28, especially in a rifle. Okay, that's what's up. Hey. Yes, in certain, that's why I don't fuck with gun shops anymore. I remember it was a certain gun shop, I'm not going to name the name, but they had a box of 50 of the blue tips for $89. That's ridiculous. But you can get that same, Palmetto State Army got it where you can get 150 rounds for like $69. That's why I say, fuck when it comes to ammo, fuck with Palmetto State Army. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else cheaper. I may be wrong, But I'm just saying, compared to buying it from a gun shop, Palmetto State Armory all day for me. Where else can you find 150 rounds of 5.7x28 for $70? Come on, man. Come on. You know, yeah. Anyway, Gunfreaknation, I'm out of here. What time is it? 6:47 in the morning. Anyway, this has been interesting, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all that tapped in. I am a boxer, so I handled my business with niggas, but I felt like damn fool. See, that's what I'm saying, nephew. Back then, I gotta give them their props. It was a lot of niggas killing each other and a lot of killings and shit. But for the most part, when it came down to fighting, man, wasn't no guns involved. It'd either be you whipping somebody's ass or you getting your ass whipped by somebody. You know, I don't gave out plenty of ass whippings in my day. Ass whippings. Yeah. But I also don't took some ass whippings. I don't got my ass whooped too. You know what I'm saying? However, nobody ever reached for a gun. It's like nowadays, in today's generation now, everybody want to resolve their differences with a gun. No, don't nobody want to take an ass whooping. Oh, my pride. Oh, before I let you whoop my ass and embarrass me, I'm going to go home and get my gun. And I'm you know, and it's just so... I don't know whether it's rap music that don't corrupted the culture, the youth, I don't know. But it's fucked up. Nobody believes in having an old-fashioned fist fight. Nobody wants to take an ass whipping. They want to be the big and tough man. Oh, I'm gonna show you, motherfucker. Let me go get my burning. Let me go get my you know, whatever they call it. Let me get my gun, and you know, and over the most stupidest, dumbest shit. People are our people, and when I say our people, I'm talking about black, white, you know, everything in between, are dying over the most stupidest, dumbest shit, man. And that's sad. So many young people sleeping in their grave eternally. And they there for some stupid shit. Like the two dudes met up 4:30 in the morning across the street from the funeral home at a gas station, fighting over a woman. And both of them pulled their guns and shot each other and shot and unalived each other. So they ended up being at the very same funeral home they shot each other at in front of. Make it make sense. And I guarantee you, within a week or so after they killed themselves, you know, shot and killed each other, the girl that they was fighting over and killed each other over, fucking another nigga. Bet you she fucking another nigga. You got to be smart, man. And like I say, whenever you with a woman and you find yourself in a road rage or any type of incident, and that woman gaslighting you, oh, you gonna let him talk to you like that? You ain't shit. You a pussy. You a punk. Nigga, get your gun and show that nigga you ain't the one to be fucked with. No, man, get rid of her. She gonna be the death of you. You want a woman that's gonna be like, hey, let's go. This shit is not worth it. It ain't cool. It ain't worth it. And you argue one more word with him, I'm gonna slap the fuck out you myself. Let's go. You need one of them. That's a solid woman that really fucking loves you. Okay? Get you one of them. Yeah. So, but anyway, Gunfreak Nation, I'm probably gonna end up going live again later today. I love you. Appreciate you. Stay armed. Salute to y'all. And y'all be good. All right? Love you. Gunfreak Nation. Salute, baby. Yeah.